So friends, today we will understand what is the effect of stock split on share price and what actually stock split is. So whenever you are an owner of any share, you must have been given face value of that share. Let's say face value of this share is rupees 10. Let's say face value of this share is rupees 10. Its market price may be like 1000, 2000, 1500. We are not talking about market price. We are talking about face value. Many investors do not know the face value of the share. Definitely it will be indicated in the documents which you have been provided or any electronic form where your shares are kept. So let's say this is my share, I am holding this share, it is having 10 rupees face value, fine. So if we break this share into two parts, now I will have two shares, 5 rupees face value, 5 rupees face value. So the number of shares are increased, but face value is decreased. So I will have two shares of rupees 5 rupees each face value. The market price is also supposed to be divided by 2. Now there are two shares, so definitely the market price will fall by half approximately. It is not calculated by any of the formula because it is as per demand and supply, but we can estimate that it will fall by half. Let's say if the market price is 100 rupees, then it will be 50 rupees each approximately. So this entire process is known as stock split. Now what is the use of stock split? There are many reasons of stock split. One such reason is liquidity. Now number of shares in the market is increased. Many people who were not able to afford the share price because it was like 100 rupees, some share in the market is having 80,000 rupees per share price. Yes, MRF is having 80,000 rupees per share value. So nobody can buy MRF shares. Many small shareholders wants to buy MRF shares, but they are not able to buy MRF shares, or many other shares also. Maruti is a high share price and Reliance Limited is also 2000, 2500, 3000. So if there is a stock split, then the value of the share will also decrease and it is affordable. Anybody can buy, liquidity will also increase. Fine. This is the main reason, and there are many other reasons also, like internal reconstruction, it is used in amalgamation, it is used in financial restructuring. Fine, sir. So let's understand it practically. A stock split is a corporate action in which a company increases the number of its outstanding shares by issuing more shares to current shareholder. Just I have demonstrated it. The primary motive of a stock split is to make shares seems more affordable to small investors. The most common split ratio are 2:1, 3:1, which means that the stockholder will have 2 or 3 shares respectively for every 1 share held earlier. A stock split is when a company divides the existing shares of its stock into multiple new shares to boost the stock liquidity. You can see MRF share price is 80,000 rupees. Fine, this is an old screenshot. So nobody can buy MRF shares easily. If it is splitted into various parts, so it is affordable now, anybody can buy MRF shares. So what is the effect of stock split news in the share market? So the effect of stock split news in the share market is positive. It means market likes such news, market takes such news as a favorable impact on share price increases. So due to stock split, the market will reward that share price and the share price will increase. You can see the news flashing in your screen. KPR Mill rallies post stock split, gains 20% in 2 trading session. IRCTC surge to record high after board approves 1:5 stock split. It means as per the proposal, one equity shares of the company of the face value rupees 10. So IRCTC face value was rupees 10, but it was splitted into 5 parts. Face value will be now 2 rupees per share. The same has been approved by Ministry of Railways and shareholders. Fine, sir. You can see IRCTC share price. IRCTC shares hit 52-week high on stock split announcement. So it is proved that due to stock split, share price increases. Tesla and Apple share splits could boost price by 33% in 12 months. So companies like Apple had also split their share and their share prices are increasing. Apple is the world's most valuable company. Eicher Motors shares jumped 10% as 10-for-1 stock split comes into effect. So you can see so many examples. You can research any company. You can see the price before stock split, price after stock split. You can have a good research on any of the company which I am showing. Eicher Motor. You can see the price of Eicher Motor. Previously it was 30,000 around, but now it is 3,000 around. So it doesn't mean that there is any negative news. It means that now investor will have 10 shares. First there were 1 share of 30,000. Now there will be 10 share of 3,000 approximately. Fine. So this 30,000 was before stock split and this 2,000, 3,000 is around after stock split. So I have given you both the picture before stock split and after stock split. Wonderful example, wonderful case study. These are all past prices, don't relate to the current price right now. But we can definitely have a case study, we can have a knowledge. Don't afraid when share price, whenever you see share price of 3,000, you will be afraid and you will have a mental pressure that my 30,000 share is now 3,000 share. You will have 10 shares now of 3,000 each approximately. Previously you had 1 share of 30,000 approximately. Fine, sir. So Apple had also announced stock split. Apple India shares up 4%. CESE share rises by 10%. HDFC Bank to consider stock split, new face value to be rupees 1. I have already said that face value will change. Britannia board to split stock in 1:2 ratio. So all the companies are using this option to split the stock into various parts to make it affordable to the small shareholders. So let's play a video on this topic which will help you to understand stock split more practically, more conceptually. And these all are given for your future job profile. Whenever you will be a CFO of any company, you will have to face all this situation. All these situations are monitored by CFO. These all are finance department job to consider a stock split, delisting, demerger. Everything is been approved by finance department, which you will be heading in future. Fine, sir.
Let's start it off with the big breaking news on Apple. The company announcing a 4-for-1 stock split. Josh Lipton just spoke with CEO Tim Cook moments ago. Josh, what's the latest?
That's right, Melissa. And as for why now with that 4-for-1 stock split, Apple's saying it's to make the stock more accessible to a broader base of investors. If you look to the results, Apple easily beating here on the top and the bottom. iPhone revenue blowing past expectations to $26.4 billion. Street was closer to $22.4 billion. I did have the chance to catch up with Apple CEO Tim Cook. We talked about those iPhone demand trends and the mix in the quarter. Cook telling me iPhone 11 is the most popular iPhone, and we had a great launch, he says, on iPhone SE during the quarter. It was also very strong. We had a very nice uptick on a year-over-year basis in switchers, meaning Android switchers, that we were happy to see, and the iPhone SE is clearly helping with that. I did ask Cook, too, about those broader work-from-home trends. How is that benefiting Apple's products and services during the quarter? Cook says it definitely is. It definitely has boosted, Cook saying, Mac and iPad. We see both of those likely picking up share, and in addition being a tool of choice for their productivity. And so we've won several school bids for iPads, and you can definitely see the strength of the Mac numbers. And when you combine those, we have the strongest product lineup in both Mac and iPads that we've ever had. It's the combination of those things coming together at the same time that are producing the results. And we did ask Cook, too, about China. I asked him what are business trends like in China during the quarter. Cook telling us they did grow 2% in real dollars, but on a constant currency basis, they actually grew 6%. So we definitely saw China sort of come back into a big increase from where it was in the quarter before, where the shutdowns took place. And remember, in China, those stores have remained open. It's not like here in the U.S. we saw stores open and then fairly quickly have to reclose due to those COVID-19 spikes. I asked Cook in China, does he think that made a difference? And he says it had, telling us, I think getting the stores open again in China was key. We now have about 75% of our stores open in the world, and we're hoping, as I'm sure everybody is, that the pandemic gets under control, and I'm hoping that we can reopen those here in the U.S. soon. That conference call is kicking off right now. Melissa, back to you.
Do you think we'll hear about the timing of a 5G phone launch?
Well, you know, Tim Cook does not tip his hand to what's coming down the pike in his portfolio, Melissa, like some of his peers. So I think it's going to be hard to get some details. I'm sure analysts are going to look for any kind of color, any kind of commentary about whether that annual iPhone launch is on track, or at least largely on track. I think a lot of investors think, listen, if it was delayed by a month or two, they wouldn't be too worried. They might start getting worried if it meant those phones wouldn't be on the shelves in time for the holidays. Of course, even if they are, the big question is, what is demand going to be like for those phones? Maybe we'll soon find out.
Yep. Josh, thank you. Josh Lipton on Apple. Guy Adami, we go to you first. High expectations going into this quarter, and yet we have the stock here higher on the back of this.
Incredible. I mean, Josh went through the numbers. The one that sticks out to me, consumer services, the revenue is now 22% of their overall revenue, and that's trending in the right direction. And, Tim can speak to this. That's why they're getting the multiple they probably deserve. It's interesting, though, last week, I think it was the 24th, and look, I was on record saying I thought the stock would trade back down to 325. You'd get another opportunity to buy it at that prior all-time high. But on that day, the stock was trading in the mid-350s. It was down precipitously over a few trading days, and now here we are again. So what do I think going forward? Ridiculous quarter in a good way. The 4-for-1 split, I think this is the 5th split now they've done in their history. My sense is, given it's going to happen at the end of August, the stock probably meanders either side of 400 until then, but there's nothing not to like about this quarter, Melissa.
Tim?
These services numbers, yeah, I mean, they're extraordinary. Not just 22%, they grew 15%. If you think about it, it's almost it's a $56, $57 billion company on its own on an annualized basis. The $198 billion of cash is something that's very important. I think the ability of this company to use their balance sheet and to create value for shareholders is something that continues to be at least underestimated. In terms of the multiple, yeah, I mean, you put it probably at 25 times next 12 months on the services. iPhone at about 16 times, Mac at about 11 times, other products somewhere around 12 times. This you can rationalize at 22, 23 times forward multiple, which at this point, look, I think the street's going to be rushing to upgrade this one. But back to what Guy said in terms of the price move, what makes it so extraordinary is of the 4 big stocks that reported in the after hours, Apple was truly the one, in my view, that was the most offsides in terms of just how far it had run. From June of 2019 to this move in the after hours, you're talking about 160% move. It's just nothing short of extraordinary. So the expectations were high coming in, and these guys beat it. It's a very big afternoon.
Tim was mentioning upgrades on the street, Brian Kelly. Can we upgrade a stock if the company does not give guidance for the rest of the year?